just like anybody knows any of these people.
They're women. They could watch this. They know.
But wait a minute. I gotta.
We're talking about butches.
Let me just come in here in the camera.
Wait a minute. I take all the space because I'm a she-butch.
But wait a minute.
And what are you again? You're not a he-butch.
You said that I was a smooth person.
I think you're. I don't. I said I take that back because I don't like that connotation. Okay. Smooth operator and all that. I think you are a she-butch because you definitely have all your she in you, and you're definitely butch. Like if you were in a dress, I would have to like swallow hard. But if I was in a dress, you wouldn't swallow hard. You might like wet your pants. Right?
Wait a minute. We're here talking, and it is January
14.
January of 2012.
14.
Yeah, and we're just like
14 Saturday.
Yeah, and believe it or not, lesbians. This is what we do. We spend hours
discussing the terms,
talking about this. But I do want to discuss.
Honey, you're out of the frame. I don't know. We should like.
Why am
move.
I not? Let me just.
Wait,
okay,
yeah,
right here.
There.
Can
I have some more beer?
Yeah.
It is 10:18 a.m. We gotta go this way. Go this way.
Okay, there you go.
Let's turn it around.
No, but this is serious.
Yes, it's very serious.
Today's show is discussing butch femme issues.
Well, we're really focusing on the butch aspect.
No. And we can discuss.
I don't want to.
Also.
No, I'm sorry. I would like to do dedicate another thing to femme. This is dedicated to butt.
It's open.
No, let's not
fluid.
be so open. Let's define it a little. Can we define this shit?
Wait a minute.
We're defining the butch. We're defining butchness. And there's different degrees. Like, for example, the Z lady.
What is a Z lady?
You know.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
So, that is definitely a just straight up middle of the road butch. Okay? She's not manly, she's not womanly, but she's definitely a woman, she's definitely lesbian, and she's definitely butch. She's okay. She is the kind of person that you look at her and you know that right from the time she was 2 years old, you know, she was like the boyish girl of the class. And, you know, she was doing basketball and not ballet. You know what I mean? That's that girl. You know, I mean, I did neither ballet nor basketball, but in any case, so that's the center.
Yeah.
And then you are on the femme side of that a little bit because you are, okay, you, I'm sure when you were 16, looked very girly. You didn't?
No, I was more like, I was a boy.
You're a boy.
A boy girl.
You know, boys are very cute. Now, I
was a boy.
Yeah. But you see, you're a boy. You were a boy, but you grew up not to be a man because there are man butches. You know, there are man butches. There are, and they are different from transgender, transsexuals.
Yeah.
You know, they're I can never get used to this left side, right side.
I was a boy, but then again, when you look at boys, they do have a femininity to them.
Oh, they do. Yeah. They have a femininity.
They're not a boy man.
No, they're not manly, but there are butches, well, like bull dykes, I guess, that get really.
Well, a bull dyke is
Well, like a diesel dyke, okay? Like a diesel dyke. That term means something.
That's a daddy.
That's a daddy. And that's like somebody who only wears chinos, you know? What do you wear?
Yeah, but I'm more like raw.
Yeah, you're raw. You're hard to define.
I'm raw, natural.
But you're not granola.
I'm not granola.
You're not granola.
I'm not granola. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
But you're
You're not
not.
gonna see me out in a farm necessarily.
Or even in the woods.
Or even.
Yeah, I've tried to get you in the woods for so long. As long as I know you. But you're a city, you're urban. You're an urban dyke.
Urban.
You're urban
raw.
You're urban raw.
I'm
New
urban
term,
raw.
new term, urban raw.
Urban
You're
raw.
urban raw, soft butch.
Soft butch.
You like soft butch? Because you're so hard. I don't like calling you soft butch because there's a hardness to you.
So you say smooth.
I don't like smooth after all. We have to come up with a term. All right. But you are for all purposes, left of center. Left being femme. And I mean, like, I dated a butch. Oh my God. She was so butch. I couldn't believe it. Because generally I don't date such butches.
Mm-hmm.
Because it makes me feel like the femme. I don't like any woman who makes...
Yeah, but you're a she butch.
I am a she butch. But I definitely have my butch on me. And so if I get with a butch, then they try to always, and I like the fact that they pay.
But Kay? Honey,
Yeah, Kay, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know who you are. Yeah.
She's, is she like a butch butch?
She is a daddy butch.
She's a daddy, oh.
Yeah, she's like, okay, all right, we have, actually, she is not a man butch.
She's not a man butch.
She's not a man butch.
She's a daddy.
But she is, okay, now we widen the center of butchness to this, okay, and over here is Z. Okay, Z is over here towards, and then comes the man. The man butch comes, further left.
Yeah, and then you have the trans man.
The trans man is, of course, the kind of the end of the rainbow, as far as we know, the end of the arc.
Yeah, the end.
End of the arc.
The end
of the
Hold
arc.
on, honey.
Where am I going?
I'm trying to get comfortable.
Yeah. See, that's why you're not a hardcore butch, because a hardcore butch would never move. they would stay there and suffer. And seriously, I mean, they have these things about chivalry and gallantness that comes from the 17th century, and they love it. And you play into it when you're around them, and it's fun. I want to talk about my butch.
Okay, go ahead.
Because my butch, you call it a she butch, right? So,
I call it a she butch because you're not like Marilyn Monroe was like girly,
Right.
And yet, something about her though, she was so strong at the same time.
Yeah. So you think I'm Marilyn Monroe? No, here's the deal, though. I mean, when I was with B, you know who B is, right? When I was with B, I was so butch.
Right.
I was I moved over to the center because she insisted on being so femme.
Right.
But I didn't really feel comfortable there.
I could see.
Yeah. I remember a couple of times when she, we did some play and I was able to be, uber femme, and it was really, I really needed it because that's not who I am.
So she needs to be with somebody.
She needs somebody like K or Z.
Right.
K or Z or somebody.
Oh, this is very revealing.
It is revealing, I always say the butch-femme dynamic has nothing to do with it. I don't live those terms. But let's face it, there is something. There is really something.
Truly.
Truly. Right?
Truly.
And here we are, talking heads, talking butch.
Yeah. Truly.
I mean, this is what you got to call it. So we've come up with he butch, she butch, center butch, raw butch, that's you, man butch, and
then the last of the spectrum is the trans man.
The trans man, right?
Yeah.
Now, but not all trans men are butches, because think of the other K. Now, the other K was never even a lesbian and made it to trans man.
Yeah, we're not even saying that they're Although...
But how butch is K? How butch is that K? I mean, sometimes I think that K is pretty damn femme. I mean, the way that K talks and talks and talks and talks and talks about, you know...
Well, you know what it is? They get to that point once they've had the sex change and everything, that they feel they have to compensate.
And then they get over it.
Yeah. And
I think K is over it.
The femininity that you see is just compensation. It's just compensating.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I was saying the opposite.
Or the opposite, but I think they're both true. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so are we done with this?
We're done with this.
We're done with this.
Yeah.
We're done with this. So I hope you've learned a lot about being butch. And I love the baby butches. I love them, love them, love them. I love the daddy,
butches.
the little baby butches, the little daddy butches, the little, you know, whatever. And I love the older ones too, you know. I mean, like, look at the older ones.
It's like me. I like boys, you know. I wouldn't like...
You like boys?
They're so cute.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
I didn't know that.
But I wouldn't like...
You don't like uber femmes.
I wouldn't like uber femme.
No.
You know something I would...
Because she's less, it seems less a dyke, somehow.
Huh? I think that the uber femme...
Oh, I shouldn't say that.
The uber femme is for the man butch.
For the man butch, yeah. Then they want to play the roles.
Like.
Yeah, we're not about roles here. We're not about.
Well, I don't think they're playing roles. I think this is who they are. I don't think so.
Well, I think who we are is a bit of a role too.
No, I don't think it's role. I think it's.
Well, we'll discuss that on another show.
I think no, because it's not over. We're talking. I mean, it's
Honey,
it's not a role. It's being yourself.
Yeah, right. So when you're butch, you are being yourself. But you're not being a man. You have to understand.
Oh, no, they're not. They're totally just...
Men are different species than butches. I'm butch. It's like kind of like you know it when you see it.
Mm-hmm.
Without, you know, like, I mean, you have to kind of see it.
But then again...
we're talking about lesbians.
Lesbians, yeah.
All right. So, talking about lesbians, part 1.
And I guess but you know what's interesting, though? I just thought about women.
Yeah.
I guess there's different types of women.
I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, lesbians, we are not women. We are lesbians. We're a different species altogether.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. We are a different species. And we use the heterosexual species to procreate.
To reproduce. Yeah.
Or now we've been able to gather sperm and procreate amongst ourselves. But, you know, that's another way. So... Hasta la vista, babies, and let us know.
The blue.
I will, and let us know. Let us know if you have.
So we're just chilling, laying back.
Yeah.
And just thinking about. Don't press there. No. Up there on the blue there.
Okay.
And just laying back and thinking about the deep issues.
Of butch and femme.
Of butch and femme, yes.
It's very important.
And I guess that's what we'll call the video, butch and femme issues.
Yeah. This is issue 1, butch.
Great.
Where's your butch at?
I like that.
And now, if you have any comments on what we've said or your own terminology...
Don't give it to us because we don't want to know. You keep your comments to yourself.
No.
Seriously.
Seriously. Put them on the...
We don't want your comments or your opinions. Keep it to yourself.
Put them on the line. Bye.
That was good.
You want to watch it?
Okay, let me see. Wait. Did you stop it?
Yeah.
What's going on here?